I appreciate you guys coming. As always, holiday time here. I want to thank our crowd, for showing up. Obviously, I have a ton of respect for Mississippi State. I watched too much film. I think it's the best defensive team in the country. And, I thought, for 20 minutes we kind of hung around, but, it's on me to figure out this rebounding thing. We did not do a great job, obviously, on the backboards. And, that led to free throw opportunities. And, again, Mississippi State really good, much respect, and that's an NCAA tournament team. And told our guys if we could find that for 40, what they kind of did, we have a chance. But big physical basketball team, and we didn't take care of the backboards the way we need to.
Good, Jared. Steve, how much help does Cliff need? It just seems like there were three guys beating on him at all times. What can you do to help him more?
Yeah, I mean, he was in foul trouble too today, so I think that was tough. I mean, he didn't, never really got into the flow at all. Played him a little bit with, we made a little run at the end of the first half without him, got right back into it in the second half, left him in, got 2 quick fouls right away, and, couldn't get a break that way, today. And obviously, we need Cliff. He's been very good. When he's very good, we're good, but it's a team thing, and it's it's on me to make sure he doesn't get in foul trouble too. So, we have to play better as a group, and I have to do better.
Anybody? Right here, Chris.
Coach, just game was tied at the end of the first half, and then they started the second half on a run. What did you see about how that second half started?
Yeah, well, they're a team of runs. Like again, I don't know how much you guys know about Mississippi State and the coach there. They've an unbelievable job. They got really good players. They're very old. Obviously, Bell was a problem. I was worried about him. In the post, Matthews is a grown man. So. Their age, their experience, and they play hard, and they're top 5 defensive team in the country. So we were going to have to play really, really well for 40 minutes, on a neutral site, and we did it. And they went on a little run, but we had good opportunities. We had some shot attempts that I told our guys, I kept encouraging them, you got to take those. You're open, and that's kind of what they give you. They give you those tough shots at the mid range, and we can make mid range shots. So we didn't today, but. I thought we played hard, and I thought, our guys always fight. And you just got to do a better job against a team like that.
Craig in the back.
Steve, Derek shot 3 for 14 today from the floor. Why do you think it was such a struggle for him today?
He took good shots too, so they're good. They got good length. They force you into those, but I tell you, he makes those shots. He didn't tonight, but got to continue to take the shots that we had. They're not a team that gives you a lot of open looks. If you watch them on tape. It's a hard team. You got to score in transition on them. You got to take what they kind of give you. And we took care of the ball. We didn't turn it over because they're forcing a lot of turnovers too on teams. So we did a good job in that area, and we just weren't able to connect on some of those good looks that I thought we had. And if we had, I think it would have made it a little more interesting down the stretch.
Andre, obviously, in the second half, the game kind of got away. But in the end of the first half, you had at the last couple of seconds, you had a steal, and then you hit the free to beat the buzzer. Can you just take me through that moment real quick?
Time was going down. They called the ISO play. He dribbled right in my hand. I got the steal, and I was able to make the play and hit the 3 at the end.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Coach, what have you seen from Andre's leadership on and off the court this season?
I mean, the one thing Andre's done a great job. He's been real consistent, and really he's been a good rebounder the last 3 games too, which has helped us a lot. But his work ethic, he's been a real good leader. Obviously. He scores the ball, he shoots, he's playing with good confidence, and we need that from our veteran guys. And he's been a terrific veteran guy for us, and he's a little banged up too. He deserves a couple days off here, and we got to kind of figure this rebounding thing out, and I know he'll be a big part of solving that problem.
Go ahead, Jer.
Andre, as a senior leader, guys been through the wars, what will your message be to your teammates about the rebounding, the physicality, the need to play more classic Rutgers basketball in a game like this?
We just need to get back to the basics, be more physical on the box out and hit and hold. And I feel like we got it in us. Today was a good test. They was a really good team. They were big and physical. So I feel like going down the stretch was a good test for us for a Big Ten play. So I feel like we're going to overcome this obstacle, and we're going to get back to Rutgers defense, Rutgers rebounding.
Brian.
A couple of questions, one and a follow-up. You guys are 1-3 away from home non-conference slate this year. Why do you think the struggles have been from playing?
I mean, well, we played good teams. That's the first and foremost. I think Mississippi State is real good, and obviously you guys see what Wake Forest is doing now. So when you play really good teams on the road, it's tough to win on the road. We got a great win here against Seton Hall. And, you know, again, this is a top 4 or 5 seed in the NCAA tournament team today. So, you know, when you play those kind of teams outside the friendly confines of Jersey Mike's, you're going to have to play with really good basketball. And we haven't, you know, and it's rebounding has been a big issue. So we got to solve that.
To that point, you guys scheduled these 4 road games in the conference. Is that something you expect to happen next season? Strong crew class you have? Just how do you expect?
I only try to get through this year in scheduling. I can only tell you the obstacles of scheduling, you know. So like to play games at Jersey Mike's. I enjoy Jersey Mike's. I think our winning percentage is good at Jersey Mike's. Not as friendly to the opposing team, so it's a little harder for them to come into our gym. So playing some of these good opportunity games. I knew this was an NCAA tournament team. They were last year, got everybody back. You know, so we were able to drive up the road, and maybe some people were able to see us that wouldn't be able to see us. But, you know, scheduling's really hard. It's really hard. I know you think on paper it's really easy. You know, you don't just make a phone call and dates, and, you know, there's a lot that goes into it. Television, there's a lot of different things. So, you know, next year's schedule will be what it is. And, you know, one day I think I'm playing A or B, and, you know, the next day, you know, A or B aren't playing us. So that's kind of how it is. Until you get those contracts signed, you don't really have anything in schedule.
Last few here, one here, and then Jerry.
Andre, considering your experience, do you feel like you've entered a leadership role for this team?
Say it one more time, please.
Considering your experience, do you feel like you've entered a leadership role for this team?
Yeah, I consider myself a leader. Yeah, yes, sir.
Jerry, you want to wrap it up? Yeah, Steve, just to build on the question about the site, you had 7,000 Rutgers fans turn out for this game. Pretty much took over the arena. Just generally speaking, what do you think about the idea of playing non-conference games here? Is that something that could work out in the future if things permitted it?
Yeah. I mean, we absolutely. It just depends on who and when the Big Ten comes out with their schedule and how many games are in that schedule. And, you know, again, I do like to play home games at Jersey Mike's too. But we've, you know, gone on the road, and obviously this is a great place for some of our home fans too to see us. And if we get the right opponent, this was done really late. I mean, this wasn't a game that came onto the radar screen until really, really late. And you could see Mississippi State probably had a hard time. People weren't jumping on the bandwagon to go play that team with all the returning guys. So, you know, it came available late. Prudential took good care of us, and you know, that's how it kind of happened. But we're open to any of those kind of ideas, and, you know, we do like playing, you know, at all the different venues if we can.
So you can draw 16,000 here, right?
What was that?
You can draw 16,000 here.
I mean, I hope so. That'd be good. That'd be a good thing. You're going to come? Bring some friends with you. Bring some friends with you. Make sure it's 16. All right? I like that.
That's a sellout.
I would love a sellout here. That'd be great.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.